Michael Cohen is indeed in court right now. But Jen Psaki, go ahead.
It's also a reminder that Mueller does not care that many people who are supportive of Trump are saying he hasn't found anything yet. There's nothing to see here. This is a witch hunt. He's playing his own game, and he's going to hold information or hold back sentencing or, decisions when it needs to. And this is all about the end game for him and the final result.
And the other thing you referred to, I think Laura Coates referred to, President Trump lying to the American people about that payment to Stormy Daniels. If we could roll that clip, this is President Trump back in April denying that he knew anything about the payment to Stormy Daniels that possibly is part of the charges today to which Michael Cohen is pleading guilty. Let's roll that tape.
President, did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels?
No.
Why did Michael Cohen make it if there was no truth around it?
Well, you have to ask Michael Cohen. Michael's an attorney, and you'll have to ask Michael Cohen.
Do you know where he got the money to make that payment?
I don't know. No.
So, Laura Coates, let me ask you, it's not a crime to lie to the American people. It's not a crime to lie to reporters. What is the relevance of that?
Well, it is a crime if Michael Cohen is in the courthouse today telling the judge that he is pleading to campaign finance violations. And if those campaign finance violations charges relate to the statements the President of the United States just made, well, now you're talking about a court of law who is weighing in, not simply the media or the American people who are being duped by the President of the United States. And so if the judge, and what the judge will do is ask questions like, well, were you directed by anyone in particular to make these campaign finance violations or contributions? What campaign were you acting on behalf of? Was anyone else knowingly and intentionally committing this crime along with you or at your service or direction? Well, if he is able to link those two things, well, then you have evidence. The clip you just played becomes not just a soundbite, but it becomes an exhibit, possibly in a case against someone in the future. And it should be noted, as Amanda was talking about, the magnitude of this is very, very real and, in fact, surreal for a number of reasons. But namely, you've got Michael Cohen here, who not only is political arm, but as the fixer of the president, no longer even having the benefit of attorney-client privilege if you're Donald Trump. They've removed that by saying he's actually not even my lawyer. It was a small fraction of things he worked on. Well, whatever he's going to say today, therefore, will not be privileged. The court will want to know.
And I say it a lot of times, but it doesn't make it acceptable that it's not a crime to lie to the American people or to the reporters, because President Trump sure does it a lot. But you hear from Laura Coates there that it might actually be an exhibit potentially.
It could be an exhibit. It could come back to, kick him in the tush. Look, I think it's important to remind folks that it wasn't just President Trump that lied about this. The entire orbit of the White House was involved in this intricate lie. Sarah Huckabee Sanders from the White House press secretary podium said the president knew nothing about this. And then when it was in fact revealed by the president himself that he did in fact have knowledge of this, she had no answers. And so if I am the press secretary, I'm extremely concerned about all of the lies that I've been complicit in telling, all of the falsehoods that I have trotted out there and told. How does this blow back on me?
I have to say, Amanda, Michael Cohen has done everything but use semaphore to make sure that